Project's data.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh, just you watch. I'm stepping into fate. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight. I've come too far to quit. Stop back, I'm going in. I'm cranking up on the throttle. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
All right. Hello and welcome everyone to our weekly community live stream. We are going to be covering the Maya today, the release of Maya. No, we will not be playing any test ships today, as that is purely a test. Sehales will go into more detail because I am joined with him today. But before then, we are going to be covering mostly Maya, and we will be playing some training rooms and just kind of messing around like we normally do. But of course, I'm not alone. I have already mentioned that I am joined today with Sehales.
Yeah, I quickly fixed the camera. Definitely nobody saw that. I don't know how I didn't catch that doing setup, but hey, we do live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, good day, wherever you're from. Already saw some people from the States, some from Europe. Anybody from land down under or somewhere in Asia?
I no, yeah, I've seen Europe, I've seen the States. Haven't seen really
It's the
anywhere
usual
else.
suspects.
Indeed.
Asia as well. Oh wow. So we are Australia. I almost said howdy. Close.
I think the only continent we're missing now is Antarctica.
Yeah, anybody from Antarctica, any researchers from research stations. What time zone is? I think it's UTC +0, right?
Antarctica?
Yeah.
Well, it probably depends on what part of the continent you're on, because it spans the whole.
No, I thought they like just agreed to use that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm misinformed.
Yeah, I mean their whole time schedule's weird there, so they probably just agreed on one.
I think the whole job is very special. But that's also like kind of the whole deal. We do have a nice new trailer that we just have like for Warships universe in total. So yes, you might have seen a submarine there, but there are currently no plans for subs in Legends. Sorry for those who want them, and don't worry for those who don't want them. If there are any news when it comes to like new mechanics, new game modes, I saw some speculation about game modes or anything else, we will of course announce it. In terms of game modes, they're usually like 2 dates a year where we come up with some new game modes. Who knows?
Indeed.
Don't be sorry for the sub beggars. I mean, there's a reason why PC added them. It's not like they're not popular, but yeah. New trailer where? The trailer we just had. Like we only showed it like 2-3 times
It's
in the intro, not the This Is How Legends Are Made one.
Yep. So.
But the intro has a new style. It's like fully CGI rendered, epic. Yeah, anyway. So, To get to our content today, sorry, I was a bit distracted with reading chat. We do have a new ship today, which is Maya, Japanese cruiser. We'll get to her in a bit, and because some of you are already discussing it, we also have a couple test ships. That's the first time we're testing this, so it's a test of a test. Where if you already want to buy some like cruiser or battleship or so anyway, you have the option to spend 1,000 doubloons, get one of the test ships for 7 days, help us get some data, because where we can collect internal data and also get some data through super testers, there's only so much we can get from that. So we are trying how it is with getting data from more players on the live server. If you don't want to spend 1,000 doubloons or don't have the doubloons, don't worry. They will be made available through the usual means, whether that's like campaigns or burrows or just plain premiums. I can't tell you right now, or even Steel or GXP or some other event. But don't worry, you're not missing out on much if you don't have it right now. They are only available for 7 days. You do get your money back in doubloons if you want to buy something anyway. If you say, that's too expensive, just don't. And you can probably watch some videos and streams on them. I'm assuming some of the CCs will cover them. They didn't get them for free, so they're in the same boat as you, but they will get the ships if we like sell them or like put them as a campaign or whatever in future. So the current state is not very final anyway. It might be that they get completely changed. They might lose consumables, get consumables added. They might get completely different stats in any way. Could be also that the balance team nailed it and there are no changes. Who knows? That's why we are testing it.
Yep.
Of course, they are in a rough state, so I don't expect too many big changes, but you never know. Sometimes it can be quite interesting how creative players can be, especially when it comes to like very unique commander builds.
Yeah, and so as for when these ships are coming out, there's no news on that. So they'll come out when they're ready to come out.
Could be next update, could be in half a year. We will see.
Yep. They could be lost to the void. Who knows? So let's see.
So I guess we can go to your screen.
All right.
There we can see the.
Oh, that's just me. You can see me.
Yeah, there we can see Blip. That's Maya. That's a ship, by the way.
Hello, I am Maya.
No, this screen, of course.
Yes. So Maya is our new Tier 6 Japanese premium cruiser. She is based on the Atago class. The Atago class or Takao class. I always think of it as Atago class because of World of Warships, because we have the Atago, so everybody thinks it's Atago class, but no. Maya is a sister ship to Atago, although she is notably missing her third turret, which essentially got damaged in battle during World War II, so they decided to remove it and then use the extra weight for all more of the anti-aircraft power. Now, questionable amounts of 25 millimeter anti-aircraft guns, because we all know how effective those were, or rather ineffective those were. But she is very unique in having a main battery reload booster on a Japanese warship. Of course, you have your standard loadout of Japanese 8-inch guns with torpedoes. Nothing unusual about those. They're 8-kilometer torpedoes with guns on a not a reload build, having a 15-second reload time. So quite a long reload, but that's pretty typical for Japanese cruisers. Maya was part of the ship group that went for the Leyte Gulf. She was sunk alongside Atago, if I remember correctly, by a submarine in the night battle, basically before Leyte Gulf. So she didn't get to make it that far into that battle, but she served throughout the war and beforehand into 1944. Yeah. So you have a normal sonar, main battery reload booster, and a heel, and quite normal specs for a Tier 6 Japanese cruiser. Her armor is a 16 millimeter bow. Her deck armor is a 29 millimeter deck. which is quite useful against light cruisers, but you will still get ripped up by heavy cruisers and battleships with large guns. So
Yeah, when it comes to the commander, we have a recommended build for you. Also, check out our Through the Spyglass article. You can find the commander build and some base details on the ship as well there. This is Yamamoto actually as base with Gunichi Mikawa and André Lemonnier. And then we have Beyond Range, Igniter, Punch Through, Fixated, and Fully Packed. Fully Packed's kind of nice because, as Blip mentioned, you have this juicy reload booster. And on top of that, of course, the other consumables, so like Sonar or Defa, but I assume most of you will probably go with Sonar. You can swap the reload booster for Catapult Fighter, which would allow for like some Athos builds or something like that. Not sure. I'm probably going to try it at some point. But the reload booster sounds really juicy, and the repair party as well benefits from it. So that's kind of nice. I was thinking about, I forgot which name it is because I'm really bad with names, but there's also an inspiration you can choose for even more detectability time reduction after firing a main gun, so you get down to like 12 seconds, which means you are actually covered between salvos. If anybody already tried that, let me know how it worked, but I will probably try that sometime the next day, so maybe later in the stream. For YouTube chat, because I saw some questions. First of all, Peter, please stop spamming. You might have opinions or questions, but it's enough to say it once. When it comes to encouraging chat between players, if you mean like it's enabled by default, we can't do that. Like, we have to respect that some players do not want it to be enabled. They can turn it off fully in their settings. They can turn it off partially and enable it when they want to. But we do not have the ability to force that. Just like any other game, if it's turned off in the system settings, then it's turned off.
Yep.
When it comes to ships, Ronnie said, I asked this every stream, but can we expect Dutch cruisers or maybe some battleships for Pan-Europe in the future? And unfortunately, like every stream, we can only say you will have to see. Like in the long run, of course, it's possible. In the short term, like as soon as we can reveal something, we will reveal it either during one of our streams or on Discord or maybe on socials like Twitter, Facebook. Have some teasers there every now and then. By the way, keep an eye on it. There might be some teasers. Who knows? Soon. And for future plans, we can't tell you. Same goes for offers. I already saw the usual question of Jean Bart. Jean Bart is pretty strong and pretty popular, so there are no plans to sell her more. Regarding the Xbox DLC duplication bug or issue that we had on update day, we don't have an update for you right now, but as soon as we have an update, you will probably receive an in-game notification if you were affected. Can you please put permanent skins for carries in the store? We are working on that, on more permanent camos in general. We know there are a couple that are currently unavailable, or have been unavailable for quite a while. That is something we're working on.
Yep.
We were all affected? No, it's not that many players actually affected, luckily, but there are some players affected, yes. Nobody wants to hear. Meta, what do you mean? Can you hear me breathe?
I think you're talking about the auto chat thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because other chat. Yeah, like please, if you're heavily breathing into your microphone while playing and you're not contributing anything to voice, mute yourself. I think we all had like that one guy in voice chat, where we're just like, oh, please, just stop.
If you haven't had a negative experience in a voice chat in an online game, I'm not sure if you've like almost every time I've tried voice chats, it's been like 50-50 hit or miss. So.
Peter, we're not going to force people to turn on communications to play battles. First of all, I'm not even sure we would be allowed to do that. And second of all, why would we do this? Like, okay, you could enable it and just not speak. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like they're just players who like to communicate. They're players who don't like to communicate. You just have to make the best out of it.
Yeah. And
The best thing you can do is grab yourself a couple of friends, go into a division of 3 people, then you're a third of the match, which means you have a lot of influence on the outcome of battle. And I think a lot of really good players are demonstrating that on a regular basis, that alone can be very decisive.
Indeed.
With some people pushing into like the 70-80% win rate with a triple division.
Yeah. And and another thing is that, like, we're all gamers, and I think a lot of gamers tend to be introverts. I think that's just an observation I've made. So there's a lot of people who just genuinely want to play games and just not talk to anybody. So so I would like to respect that decision, because I am also one of those people. Sometimes I just want to play a game, chill out, and disconnect from everything. So.
Can you add the following option voice? I'm not angry, just disappointed. I like it. So the issue in general with the voice wheel is if we add more options there, unless you don't want them to be audible and just in like the notification area, we would need to re-record the voice lines for every single commander in the game, which in some case, like for the voiceovers as well, of collabs, of the default commander voices, and it's just not really doable right now. I understand your reasoning, but with the Age of Legends allowing all released ships to be available for all players would benefit wargaming money and the player base. I'm sure we would make money off of that, but I think it's a good indicator that we don't want to make money with it, and we rather want to keep the game rather like balanced in terms of how many ships there are. Like we were all around, or most of us were around, I assume, when we had the Japanese missions, and all you saw were Musashis, Yamatos, and Shimas.
Yep.
That gets a bit stale after a while. So,
making those situations should be kind of limited,
Like,
especially based off of
I
something.
think we all know the gaming industry. If we really wanted to, we could make a lot more money, but we of course have to make money, absolutely. That's why we have new stuff. But we keep a little of a balance there, quite literally.
Indeed.
I have a question. What's the best aircraft carrier in the game? Do you know?
Best aircraft carrier in the game?
Like relative to their tier, I assume it's the best.
Yeah. Probably Saipan or August von Parsifal. We've nerfed August von Parsifal so many times, but she still has a really, really, really good win rate
Yeah, it's a
and
good ship.
impact. So, yeah.
Saipan probably has less players overall, I would assume.
Saipan's was available in the bureau, so or she
yeah,
might
maybe.
even still be. So there's a significant number of Saipans.
Acroyal is still pretty strong, yeah. But I'm not sure where she is. I don't think she's top. I mean, it also depends like what players you're filtering for. If you go for like the average of the player base, that you get a lot of different results than like the top of the top. Peter, if you don't stop spamming about it,
Yeah,
I will have to make you stop.
Yeah, we've already discussed the chat topic plenty.
This will definitely not change anytime soon.
Yeah.
When the big E coming, right now we are on a bit of a stop or like hold when it comes to new carriers, but we do know, and we might have some ideas for her, or might not. We'll see. Can't reveal anything on that, but she is in our minds.
In our minds and in our hearts.
We have more camera freedom ship viewing in the northeast, west, south, highlighted a little more clearly on the in-game campus. You mean in the in-game map? I mean, the top is north.
Compass, I think.
Oh, you mean like in the middle? We are reworking like our UI bit by bit, so if we get to that, maybe that's doable. I have no idea if and when we can do the battle interface, but sooner or later we'll probably get to that screen as well.
Yeah, the camouflage I have on my Petropavlovsk is the community contributor camo.
Oh, you got the CC camo?
Yeah, I have the CC camo.
Wow. I don't know if I actually have it. Anyway, shall we go into battle with
With Maya?
Miss Maya?
We need
That helps to invite each other. Yeah, I just noticed as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that is actually a great opportunity because somebody was asking earlier if we can boost global XP a little bit. Guys, if you don't have it yet, definitely join a fleet, and through that you can actually boost your global XP up to 40%. You guys can see our little wargaming fleet is on a good track, but of course the last upgrades cost a little bit more. And yeah, but it's a 40% global XP boost, probably one of the best upgrades you can get.
Yep.
Steel is of course also nice. I mean, they're all kind of nice. But I think like global XP and steel are like my two favorites. We don't have that many people in our team, so we didn't have to build the officer house. It's also very expensive, of course. But the more slots you have, the more members you can have, so the more all you get.
Yep. So
Ba-ba.
I sent you an invite.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
And ready.
There we go. So, regarding their tester, or are we the community your new super testers? Since you asked us to test ships now, no. Super test is mostly a function test, and this test of a test that we're doing with the 4 new ships is essentially, it allows us to get a little bit more of balancing data in a sort of natural environment, which give us a little bit of more edge in terms of decision making if we want to make changes to ships. But again, it's a test of a test to see kind of what happens, what your response is to it. So go ahead and drop your feedback about the test, about the ships, about whatever you would like about the subject. And of course, we will be reading all that feedback and gathering it and sending it forward.
Is there any chance in some ships that are only available for globe XP will also become available with doubloons? We actually had a couple ships in the other direction. I'm not sure. I think we even had some ships that we added for both.
Yeah, first like some events.
Yeah. And sometimes they stay for both. Sometimes they are only available initially for doubloons, then they stay for global XP. But yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
Yeah. So it shouldn't cost to test a ship for you all. If you want to leave feedback about distribution methods, be sure to keep in mind that if we have a situation where everybody gets a test ship, then it'll only be test ships, which doesn't give us good data. So this was just one of the limiting factors that we decided to test this time.
Yeah, like guys, if you don't want to spend the doubloons, like if you intend to buy, let's say, a cruiser anyway, just go for it, because you don't lose any money on it.
Yep.
If you don't intend to spend any doubloons on other ships, then it is perfectly fine to just skip out, check what other players are doing, and get the ships through whatever means they will be available for when they are released.
Yep.
And this might have been a terrible mistake that I'm doing. No, I will make it cool.
Yeah. Somebody's asking about skip bombs. Skip bombing is absolutely a real thing that was done by essentially almost every air force and air power. You can essentially put a timer on a bomb and skip it off the water to hit into a ship more accurately.
I think it was mostly done for like stationary targets, not necessarily ships, right?
No, it was done for. That was absolutely done for ships.
Ships as well,
especially for ship convoys.
Oh, okay. I thought it's actually mostly used against like ships in port or like dams and stuff like that.
No.
Like I did not know that.
If all you have is like medium bombers, like HE-111s or B-25s or something like that, it is the most accurate way to hit a ship. If you cannot dive bomb with your airplane, say your airplane is too big, then you want to do a skip bombing attack.
But the inspiration for that came from Dam Busters, right?
No, it was done before Dam Busters.
Oh, okay. So they were just like, hey, that worked really well. Let's use it against dams.
Yeah,
okay.
The Dam Busters are the most famous example, but you have to have a very much modified ship in order to...
Do you have some action right now, by the way?
I do, yes, but I'm probably about to die.
Okay, then let's make your death very cinematic.
Yeah, I went way too far forward. This is my bad.
Oh yeah, I just saw you on the minimap. Yeah. I mean, just stop shooting and repair, I guess.
I'm too close to just do that. But yeah, the Dam Busters raid required very specifically modified ship or bombers, but in reality, you can do it with almost any bomber in World War II. It's just whether or not you'll do it effectively is a different matter. But essentially, all you need is a bomb where you can have a delay fuse timer on it, which is almost all World War II bombs. And the bomb will just naturally drop and bounce off the water.
Oh, there's a Plymouth. Okay, that's shooting that much. We're also like 2v, I don't know, 5 here, so that doesn't really help either.
Yep.
Are you? You're in front
I'm
of
still
me.
alive.
I was just checking so I'm not running into you.
Yeah, the Cleveland's trying to blind fire me and kill me.
That's fine. I mean, you should be unspotted now as well.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, and they are actually blind firing me now. Really? That was unnecessary. Come on, guys. Yeah, let's just retreat, because they lost 2 ships. It's just that our team is very much in the south. Oh, that's the Plymouth. I want to shoot her.
These shells are hurting a lot. Okay.
Yeah, don't shoot, don't shoot.
I'm not shooting.
Just let's run. But why are you spotted?
I got set on fire.
Oh. I hit the Plymouth with a torp.
Nice.
That wasn't the target I was going for, but I take it. I thought the Lyon might be turning in.
Yeah. It was used pretty exclusively on convoy attacks, slow targets that didn't maneuver much. Like if you're using a heavy bomber, yeah, it really depends on what aircraft you have. If you're using like a B-25 or an A-20 in the Baltic, you can absolutely nail a destroyer with one of those. I've done it in flight simulators, literally.
Sorry, I have to maneuver a bit.
So
If you can turn as well, that would be lovely.
you're turning out, okay.
Yeah, I have to turn a bit to the left, otherwise I'm showing the Cleveland my broadside, which is not very healthy.
Yeah, the Maya torpedoes, at least with my build, I have 76 knots and 8-kilometer torpedo range. Cleveland's reversing.
Yeah, I should be setting on fire, hopefully, maybe. I will see.
Oh shit, there's an island.
By the way, that's an island. Are you beaching?
Nope.
Nice.
Luckily, the rudder shift time is quite good on this ship, at least with my build. Because Takao gives me 3%, I think.
Yeah, I'm not that maneuverable, but it's fine as well. Oh, no, we lost 2 ships as well. That was not good. And our destroyer, our Z-39B, is not looking good. We really need our destroyer. Where's the other one? Oh, the other
he's
one
dead,
just
Jen.
got sunk. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a mark that I see? Yes. Where's she looking at?
Why are we sailing back to the map? For me, mainly to get some repairs off and get back into the action, because the other side is a group of Tier 7 cruisers, which we don't really have the
Tier 7 cruisers and the battleship, yeah.
yeah, 2 cruisers alone against Tier 7 cruisers, especially Plymouth and Cleveland. Not super great.
I mean, Plymouth alone, I think a good Plymouth player can take out 2 cruisers.
Yep.
But we wasted pretty much that time.
Yeah.
And now our allies can hopefully help us. And we can fight back.
Should have added Spitfires for fighter protection for the British aircraft carriers. So the British aircraft carriers did have Seafires later in the war. But early in the war and throughout most of the time that British carriers are known for their actions, they were not using those planes yet.
This Plymouth just does not want to get set on fire. Oh, and the Cleveland is currently pushing the Plymouth, I think.
Maybe the nose.
And she's coming around the corner any moment.
Yeah. Any plans for subs to come to console? Nope, no plans.
The plan is there is no plan.
As for plan, we don't have any plan.
Exactly.
I just Leon. Oh, he's gonna make a mess out of me.
Oh no. Yeah, I totally forgot about her. She's shooting at me. For some reason.
She DCP'd.
Okay. That Cleveland is just immortal. I don't know why she doesn't want to, like, get sunk. Finally. But I'm dead. So there's still a Plymouth in front of you, but she smoked up.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be better to go forward.
Yeah.
So
She will not spot you.
unless she decided to come out right now. No, she's on.
But yeah, Maya really is like a small Atago with a small reload booster.
Yep.
It's a fun ship. How is that 39
Ooh.
is still alive with like literally
Two
20 HP?
hits on the Leon with the
Oh, nice.
torpedoes.
Ooh. That
Might actually bring her really far down.
She was already like 50%. Oh, yeah.
Goodbye. Have a great time.
Nice.
It's a Plymouth.
Okay, topper as well. Wait, I'll check where she's looking. She is looking to the right and just fired, so you saw it, I guess.
Yep. So I'm gonna go around the other side. Hopefully she's ignoring me.
I mean, she knows you're coming because of the sonar.
It doesn't mean that she's paying attention though.
That is true. But she could know, let's put it that
Oh,
way.
she's still firing at somebody else, so.
Yeah, the firing angles for the tops are quite nice, but they like the first half is only for the front and the second half is only for the back, so they don't really have as much overlap. But they are certainly
No,
quite
dude.
versatile. Oh, she knows.
Yeah, but she's dead. Goodbye, have a beautiful time.
That was
Bonk,
mutual.
bonk, 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 bonk.
Nice battle.
Indeed.
When we see the return of Transformers and Godzilla, we cannot comment on collaborations in particular, but any upcoming content. Yeah, I guess that
Solid
was
game.
a nice battle.
Yeah.
Also, our whole team got like quite some nice amount of points. Good job.
Yeah. Mayo is Takao class, yes. I just I mistakenly call it the Atago class quite often, which is just one of those brain things where I've been programmed to think Atago.
A Tiger class, but different.
Did I just finish the Daring Bureau project?
I don't know, maybe.
I think I just. Oh no! I just finished.
What's the maximum amount of steel that can be earned in an update cycle? I mean, it heavily depends on what's available, but you get the premium supplies, 150 steel each week. Then you got the endless missions in the campaign, which, well, depends on how much you play. And sometimes we have like other stuff like ranked or other modes, maybe other missions like the Steel Hunters missions we had last update. So yeah, quite a lot sometimes.
Yep.
Drops enabled, no Twitch chat. We do not have drops for Legends. Why our Twitch channel is actually growing, which is quite nice. Nice to see. Thanks for that, Twitch viewers. Yeah, our main audience is still on YouTube, and it's quite a commitment to have Twitch drops.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Maya is 12,500 doubloons.
just one kidney exactly.
While technically you only need one kidney, I do not advise selling your kidney.
Yeah.
If you wish to be a hero and donate a kidney, go for it. But
Are there plans to buff some older ships like Tirpitz and Bismarck? If they really need the buffs, we might have add some buffs, but we just can't add that many buffs at once. We do have some buffs and also nerfs in the making right now. Can say that much. But actually quite a lot of changes and ideas, but I don't know when we can get to release them. All I want is Salem. I mean, over time you'll probably get her.
Yep.
Another round of Maya? Sure. Can do that. Can we get an in-game notice board for players to be able to post up looking for fleets? Also, I saw another message earlier regarding like fleet chat, but sorry, there are some design and technical limitations when it comes to that. It is very unlikely, like very, very unlikely that we will ever be able to add that.
Yep.
What is a good idea though, if you're looking for a fleet or you have a fleet and you're looking for some members? There's a thread on Reddit. There's also a dedicated channel on our Discord for fleet search. So these are some good places. I'm not sure if the big Facebook groups allow for it, honestly. Probably check their rules.
Yep. What is Anchorage? Anchorage is based on some of the kind of post-Baltimore ship designs, which called for basically more firepower from a heavy cruiser. So some of those designs were 12-gun designs, which is what Anchorage and Buffalo are based on. But that design ultimately led to the Des Moines, which was a better design.
Let's help see.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of destroyers. There are 2 of ours going there.
Yeah, this is a lot of destroyers.
I also have a lot of AG.
Mm-hmm.
Any clan battles coming? Fleet battles are in the making, yes.
What is Lepanto based on? Lepanto is based on basically Lepanto is mostly made up. It is basically a Vittorio Veneto hull that's been enlarged a little bit and with quadruple gun turrets.
If subs were added, very unlikely they would have a limited dive time that didn't replenish, a limit of 1 sub per team, Puko and Seaman when surface and slow speed. Like honestly, if we were to add subs, I have no idea how we would make them. But we would definitely adapt it to the game. But yeah, it's pointless to talk about it right now because there are no plans for that on the horizon. And how the game will feel like, play like, what kind of mechanics or ships we add in like 2, 3, 5, 10 years, who knows? Oh, I hit the Udaloy and set her on fire. She's burning actually. And she extinguished.
Please give Lepanto some of the secondary power back. There are no plans and no need to buff Lepanto because she is still very strong.
Can we please get a buff on the blue team? I don't think that's possible. No! Oh, I was lucky, okay. Wait, what's spotting me right now?
Unfortunately, the power of the blue team is not in the controls of our programmers.
Oh, Zed.
Yep, Z39. I've only got 1 turret right now.
Bye.
Oh, no need.
Nah, pop the reload boost. And another one.
another one.
Do you have Son active?
I do not.
Okay.
I popped it.
Okay, perfect. I was about to say I will pop it, but that works as well. I think that is a sunk Udaloy, if I see that correctly.
Yeah.
And there are torps. Our destroyer is probably also getting sunk, but that is fine. Let's try my luck. Nope. I'll push in.
Okay.
Are you sure about that, Udaloy? Are you really sure about that?
This Heinrich wants me.
She's shooting... Oh no, that's a secondary shooting me.
Yeah, and she's just reset to me as well. Or targeted me.
Like everything being destroyed on my ship that can be destroyed right now. Wait, is the Udaloy down? Oh yeah, cool. Didn't realize.
Come on, set a fire. Give fire.
Can
give.
I penetrate her art? I cannot, okay.
Oh god. He gave me fires, but I only got one. Big sad.
I'm hydroed? Okay.
I think you're
What
probably...
though?
I'm gonna swap it over to your camera. Because I'm just embarrassing myself.
Okay. That's fine.
The usual. Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Yeah, Minnesota and Kansas are based on the same design, which is the 1920s South Dakota class. Let's see if AP shells will do some more here.
Yeah, can my turrets please turn? That would be amazing.
That's not going to give me an opportunity. Yeah, I was read though.
That's not looking good for me right now. Should not have repaired. Oh, and the Algerie is coming again. Oh, can you get her?
Not now. It was just that one salvo I got.
I might get her with a little bit of luck. No! One behind her and one in front of her. Okay, I will stop shooting and get a bit in safety, wait for my heal. I'll go to your camera.
Okay.
Showing... Oh, we found an island, okay.
Yep. This Heinrich's putting me in a bad spot, but I want to pop
That
around
Heinrich
the
is really, really like suppressing us. Oh, there's the Algerie. He's unspotted again. But Heinrich's shooting you right now?
She wants to, but
Okay.
she's looking at you now, or
oh,
somebody
crap.
else.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. No, she's not looking at me. She's shooting at somebody else. But I also had AP loaded accidentally, so that was completely wasted. Yeah, I should really try that 12 seconds until spotted build after firing. That would be funny.
There's the Algerie.
The other one.
Yep, the W.
Another one. Okay, we need to get rid of this Heinrich.
Ah, crap. She got me, but I did some good damage to her. Over to you. Oh, that's not the right button. Oops.
What did you press?
No, I pressed outro on accident.
Oh. No, our stream is not ending. No, sad.
So, what is the youngest ship in the game in terms of her draft/construction date? So I guess the most modern ship that is probably going to be
Ah. Mm-hmm.
Friesland or Småland, I think, are going to be the most modern.
What about Holland?
Tiger 59, actually. Tiger 59 is going to be the most modern. Sorry. Colbert is early 50s.
Come on, please. Didn't really deal any damage. I just shot destroyers this battle. Bye. And got last hits. So what do you have left? Shiratsuyu, Algeria, Colorado.
There should be a
Colorado's
ship in
over
here that
there.
was from the 1970s. We don't have any from the 1970s, but we do have some that served in the 1970s. But we don't have any that's representing that time period. What is the range of my Maya? It's 16.3 kilometers.
For me, it's 69. Which is actually like, I don't really need it. I will probably go for less range and I'll see. Like anything above 16 feels pretty okay. So the Shiratsuyu is in A. And we have something there. Oh, we have an AFK ship here. Oh no, it's not AFK.
Gearing Fram reworks were still around in the 70s. Yep. I mean, the Iowas were around until the 90s. The Kutuzovs were around
Battleship's
until
gun is good.
2001. Or that's well, it's Sverdlovs. So. But we don't have anything that represents a ship during the 1970s. Would you recommend Mikawa for IJN cruisers? Mikawa's good to level in order to have him as an inspiration because you can do some fun concealment shenanigans with Mikawa. But most of the IJN cruisers are probably going to benefit from Yamamoto more.
I mean, that's actually what I'm running right now. Yamamoto with Mikawa as inspiration. It's a nice build. Where's the Algerie? Like, I see her plane, but is she just hiding behind that island still?
I think so, yeah.
Like, it was looking like the plane was... Yeah, it's right behind the island. Okay. Well, let's just cap and also to HE. I still have 2 sonars left. That's pretty nice.
So I currently sold my Georgia. Can I get her back and how? You can get her back. You need to send us a support ticket via basically go to wowslegends.com and then use our support channels in order to...
You can just, like, we add a new redirect, wowslegends.com/support will just redirect you to the support page, so you can use that.
And that will get you to a support ticket where you can basically request to have it returned. However, you are going to need the credits on your account in order to get it returned to you. And I think for Tier 7, that's going to be like 25 million credits, which you'll need in order to receive that ship back. You can get ships back, any number of ships back, 1 time per year. So if you want to make a request, make sure you have all the ships that you want to have within that year returned to you. And of course, the credits for all of them.
This battle is not yet won. Could still lose this.
Yeah, because
Be
they
a
have all
bit
the
careful.
caps.
They have all the caps, that's not the issue.
Low HP on everyone.
We are really low HP. Like all of us.
So are they doing.
Yeah, that's true.
What happens if you don't have the credits? If you don't have the credits, we will not give you the ship at that time. We'll let you know that.
But there's no limit. Like, if you don't have them now, you can still save up and get them later.
Yeah. What about Daring? Daring is like 1954. So she's not as new. Tiger 59 goes into service in 1959. So
Do we actually need to? I think we have to kill the Algerie, huh?
yeah, probably.
There she is. She's running. Oh, she's really low as well. Nice. Okay.
What is Maya's Sigma? Should be 2.0 like most cruisers.
Feels pretty nice.
Yep. Ragnarok is technically the newest. Yes. Yes, Ragnarok is technically from the year 40,000 and beyond.
So it's not the news, it is New Year. Newer than the game. Yeah, I think we actually need to block that cap or we lose. If that Boise actually gets sunk, we are done. Allied cruiser, can you like... can you please cap that? I think
What's the
the-
commander and
yeah, she's going for
inspirations
it,
we're
nice.
using in Maya? Sahalas is currently using Yamamoto with Lemonnier and
Yeah, Mikawa.
Mikawa. I am currently using Arpeggio Takao with Agilane St. Louis and Agilane Baltimore.
I'm not gonna reach her in time, actually. I should have turned around.
Will any ships younger than Tiger 59 be added? I don't think there's any plans for that, because kind of even by 1959, naval warfare was moving in a new direction, which was away from guns. So we do not plan to incorporate any kind of new technologies or the missile age in general. So I would say very unlikely.
Oh, did I mess it up? Yeah, I messed it up.
Come on, Boise, you can do it. All or nothing, Boise. All or nothing. You need the salvo.
No, I won't. I won't hit her. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No,
Nope.
we lost.
GG.
No? No, 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 no. Actually, if the Boise is not getting hit, is she spotted? She's probably not
getting
spotted.
hit. Actually, yeah, we can make
If she's
Tell him to
not
get back.
getting
Tell him to
hit.
get back. Give him the order to get back.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Get back. Get back. I mean, she can't even like stop that quickly.
Yeah.
That's going to be so close. Yeah, we're winning if she doesn't get hit. If she doesn't get hit.
Are there any good examples of post 1960s artillery ships? Basically,
Wow. the last second. It was at 1 and we got the points to win.
oh my god.
Nice. Yeah, it didn't really do much,
Just
but
toe over the line.
I guess we did help against the destroyers, which eventually is a huge help for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job.
The-
The Z was like, she at some point she was just like, no, I'm not gonna sink. I don't care.
Yeah. The Hull class American destroyers. This is not the Hull class. It was just USS Hull. She was an experimental gun destroyer, but there was only that.
Yeah, I was not getting nuclear or like tomahawk missiles or whatnot.
Yeah, and basically none of the Iowas were really in service during the time that the shells were also in service. So that kind of makes a problem because the shells went out of service before New Jersey went back online. So
Why haven't Wargaming done any one piece collapse? It's literally a pirate ship. Honestly, don't know if we ever reached out or not, and even if couldn't tell you. But getting collapse started, like even relatively simple collapse that can take like a year easily. So we can only work on so many things, and I guess like Agilane or Arpeggio or High Fury, they just make more sense. We also have Transformers and Godzilla, and we mainly also base the like collaborations and like partners we choose for like advertising, for example, or also like other deals. We mainly choose that based on like these surveys that you sometimes get where you're like, why are you asking these questions? Exactly for that, to decide what we collab with or who we collab with.
yeah, so the De Ruyter class cruisers, well, kind of the De Zeven Provincian class cruisers are not from the 60s; they're from the 50s, because De Zeven Provincian was commissioned in 54. So, but they were in service in the 60s.
Do you think Mikasa's more fun than Oleg? Me personally, yes.
Mikasa is like so much meme.
Yeah, like that makes her fun. It's just the meme
It's
because you
so
never
meme.
know what's the outcome of the battle. You may or may not hit.
Yo, do you guys have the Milwaukee? I do not have the Milwaukee. I haven't done the mobile thing yet, so
Is she out?
I think so. So many people have been talking about Milwaukee today, so
Yeah, I honestly like dates, times. I don't know. Too much stuff going on.
Nope. So what do we feel like now?
Ships.
Yep. Do we want to do the new legendaries?
Sure. We can play some legendaries.
Take out Henri.
Oh, you want to play Ori as well?
Yep.
I want to play the same I will just play Schlieffen, why not? We already played the legendaries the past 2 streams, so...
Yep. How did the Viva La Dirt League collab happen?
I think somebody at our office just liked Viva La Dirt League, me as well, and we kind of got their contact. Like, that's also something. Actually getting in touch can be difficult.
Yep.
Or, like, getting in touch with the correct people. Why do the rentals cost doubloons? If we could just give them to every single player, there would be a flood, so I honestly would be kind of against that. But it's more of a thing if you're already going to buy like a cruiser or battleship. Also the coupon, just in case you didn't know, it is only available for select ships, which in this case means all ships that were released before the current update. But if you already plan on like getting...
So importantly, that means you cannot use the coupon to get Maya.
Yeah. As usual, Maya is available now, and of course she will be available later as well. So you can either get her now for like the full price, or later we have other coupons in future. We have maybe some containers, or maybe some like maybe we add her to like a Super 6 grade, something like that.
Yep.
But yeah, right now, if you feel like, oh, you wanted to buy, I don't know, you don't have Texas, you want to buy Texas, you can just grab Battleship and then use the coupon for that. So you basically don't use anything. You get a 7-day test ship.
Along with the new ship you get.
Exactly.
Why not add Admiral Kuznetsov? Because Admiral Kuznetsov is firstly too modern. Our aircraft are also too modern. And
the ship. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And also, we have him as a commander in the game already.
But yeah, the rental ships, it's a test of a test. We just want more data from actual players and not from test servers. Like, test server data can always be a bit different, and it's very limited. So we will see how it goes. Give us feedback, definitely, on how you like it, how you like the ships. And then we see. And I spawned in a not so great position. I'm not sure what I think about that. I will branch out a little bit to the border. Stop begging for my money. We're not begging for your money. We could just sell ships. We really wanted to make more money. And you plan on actually bringing back the Stellar Clash event or the Rust and Rumble? If you mean like the actual... Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If you mean like the actual game mode, not right now, no. The issue is like we basically need to redo a lot of it every time we have it because we don't keep them up to date. It's a lot of... Why did I not hit her? What? It's a lot of effort to keep those modes up to date, so... We'd rather have other modes in the past years. But it's possible that we bring them or like some variation back in like a couple of years.
There's a destroyer out here somewhere.
Then let's pop sonar and hope for the best. Oh no. Okay, there she is.
I'm a high value target right now.
Oh. Yeah, there's a destroyer.
Yoshino?
Oh, there are 2 Yamatos and I'm showing them broadside. That's gonna hurt. No. Please leave him alone. I'm just a little battle cruiser.
Little.
Yeah, come on. Size doesn't matter.
Size matters not, yes.
Okay, that's 1 less. That's really good. Oh, there's another Schlieffen. Hello, Schlieffen. Is there an island? No. I'm sorry, Kleber. Oh, Wooster is doing a good job of setting me on fire. Oh, this torpedo looks nice.
You can ask me to push up, Mr. Friendly Yamato, but I am not pushing up into a crossfire, so no thank you.
Understandable. Oh, I got one torpedo hit. Nice. That really wasn't worth losing all these HP over it, in my opinion, but felt kind of nice. Turn around, push in the middle. Don't really have anything to show right now, so I'll swap to
I'm
you.
just farming.
It's better than watching me drive around, do nothing.
Of course, you want to... No, there he is.
Any tease of an upcoming tech tree line? No. Schlieffen hard, yes, Schlieffen is. She's amazing. Still think we need to nerf her though, because she's too good. Henri has floaty shells? What?
They're not super floaty. Like they're pretty sonic.
What do they even mean? Like they're slow? No.
Yeah, floaty would be like slow, or they drop down really.
I would disagree. Guys, don't really like this situation. Like, just leave the Wooster alone. She's just farming us for free. That makes no sense. Focus. Oh damn, the Schlieffen was also spotted. I didn't realize. Could have shot her.
Wonder Sheppy, don't shoot me. Goodbye, Yamato.
Hey, you got the Yamato?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the other Yamato, okay. A Schlieffen trying to torpedo? What? How surprising. How much range do I have?
You do know it's the best destroyer at tier at legendary tier.
That's true.
This is like an Eisenhower is the best destroyer at at tier 6.
Goodbye. Ah, damn it. The other Yamato got me. I thought she was shooting somewhere else, or like AFK. I guess she wasn't AFK.
Okay, I need to turn around and get up next to this Giuseppe if I can.
I need to nerf, or at least fire chances. I take anybody shooting with and trying to set me on fire any day over AP damage.
Yep.
Can just repair it back on battleships and on.
Yeah. Unless he's meaning Schlieffen.
But even there, you can heal it back. It's just you have to be a bit more cautious with how you use your damage control.
I like
No.
having AP loaded now.
Floods, yeah, they're pretty strong, that's true. But that's something we can look into, true. But fire, I'm sorry, no, I disagree, and so do our stats and our developers. There might be certain ships that are like too good or too bad. That is always possible, but there are a lot of ships that we have to keep in balance, and it's a never-ending story.
Never-ending story.
Thanks, Marvel. Hope you enjoy. British HE is awesome. I particularly like the light cruiser British HE. That's
Then you might like Hampshire. So
I
I'll have to give that a shot.
mean, she's British, so yes.
Yep. Well, she's the Hampshire is one of the test ships going on right now, and she basically has light cruiser AP as a heavy cruiser. So
I don't usually like heavy cruisers, like anything where I survive a lot. I'm not really into it. I
Yep.
like less cannons, but I will see. I might like her, yeah.
you like the DACA.
Funny how the ships were having fun in like Arc Real that gets nerfed. I mean, I understand that you have fun with an utterly broken OP ship, as long as you are not the enemy of that ship, but that ship was just insanely strong.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're having too much fun in something, unfortunately, that might be an indicator that
Yeah.
something is a little bit maybe overtuned, which is an unfortunate reality.
no, we're not playing the new rentals. Like, it's really meant to be test ships. We don't really want to promote them because they might change. They might get completely changed. They might change slightly. They might get buffed or nerfed. So I don't want to put too much attention on them. But you can try them. You can help us get some data. And that will help us hopefully get some nicely balanced and hopefully also fun ships for you in a future update. Where's the destroyer?
She's not in a cap circle, so
Yeah, that's for sure. She was also last spotted right in front of you, where she definitely isn't.
yeah. So she's to my
Are
right.
you spotted? Yeah, you're spotted.
Yep. She's to my right somewhere.
Yeah, Gabold was something.
Yeah.
But that was simply like, I think it was like a bug why she got those torps.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, but there was
She got
a
Kleber
mistake.
torps on accident.
Having too much fun means ship is overpowered. Okay, then Griff is super fun, needs enough. I mean, we're still looking at stats. Like, there are general ships that might not deal that much damage, might not even win a lot of battles, but can still be super fun.
Griff needs a 10-kilometer sonar.
Nomad. Oh, yeah, true. You're wearing your 10-kilometer sonar t-shirt today.
I am.
Adlerwache, one of the German YouTubers and community contributors, met us at the player party in Cologne and was like, here. Like every single time I talk to him, almost every single time, he's like, so what about that 10-kilometer sonar for my German ships?
Mm.
And no, we don't want to do that.
No. But
Griff needs a 5-man radar that goes 11 kilometers. Honestly, I don't think that would change much.
Yeah, and Griff didn't have a radar, but she absolutely would have had a sonar because she was a minesweeper.
Speaking of OP ships, there's some ships you really want to nerf, like you did with Akreal. No, I don't. I don't think there's any ship right now that is in dire need of nerfing, like that big.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, there's definitely a couple ships we're having an eye on right now, and we're having some plans to nerf a couple ships. But yeah, it takes some time.
Nope.
Give $5,000 to Wargaming. Would they give Jean-Bart to Hustle? No. Rather buy yourself something nice with the 5K if you actually have that much money to spare. Or buy yourself some normal ships, other ships. But we have no plans for Jean-Bart, and a bribe doesn't work either.
Yeah. Should Colombo be able to blow through the bow of a Yamato, not cheek, but actual bow on? Let's actually take a look at Yamato real quick. So Yamato has this weird, annoying thing where she has a quite sizable bow portion that is not actually that angled, which is there underneath the chrysanthemum. So Colombo could probably pin almost all of that because of her improved angles. So it's possible. So
iPhone just said he just did that.
yep. So you can. It is definitely possible to do it.
Nope.
And you don't even need a Colombo to do it. You could do that with a Schlieffen, for example. If you hit square on the top, the end of this bow here. Because if you look at it from here, it's pretty flat.
Randy, I think we all like our jobs too much to accept bribes, and That would work for like probably a week until somebody notices, and then we are gone, and you lose your ship.
Yeah, I think people would notice that Hustle stopped asking for John Bar, or people start asking for John Bar for Hustle. We're on to you.
So they're waiting for the UK battlecruiser tech tree line. That's the alternative battleship line on PC, right?
Yep.
Which also means they would require some new mechanics.
Yeah.
if
Can the
we
Yamato
implement them
overmatch the
same way.
Poltava? Yes. Can the Yamato overmatch the Gangut? No. All right, I'll have to show you. Let me show you the absurdity that is Gangut. Tier 3 Russian battleship. Or Soviet. Well, actually, Imperial Russian. That, my friend, is a 38 millimeter bow.
Okay.
The only part that Yamato can overmatch is that little slip.
Oh, come on, it's easy to hit.
Everything else is 38 millimeter. The deck is 38 millimeter. Oh, you can also hit the stern.
Yeah.
But, like, everything is 38 millimeter at minimum.
Do I see a Christmas tree?
Now, that is a distributed armor scheme. Absolutely. This is a meme. But it's wonderful. It's a wonderful meme. So, Gangut is indeed overpowered.
Is she OP, actually?
She's actually okay, but Gangut is overpowered in very specific scenarios. That is, training rooms against Yamato.
I mean, at least we don't have situations in the game where you actually can't damage each other.
Yeah.
Like, I remember that when I was playing World of Tanks. There was a tank that had such a bad gun.
Panzer
that it-
2J.
No, that can actually penetrate the same tank. There
You
was
need
the-
premium ammo, there's a specific spot you have to hit. But
In the back, it works either way, I think.
no.
Really? I don't know.
There's a
But
hatch
there
on
was
the side.
was like really also long German tank, looked super weird and was so heavily armored. It had such a shitty gun. We were like a 1v1 scenario, standing in the enemy cap, shooting at each other and just like bounce, bounce, bounce. We circled around like nothing was working. It was the
Yeah.
funniest and
Yeah,
also kind of silliest situation ever.
Yeah, Pyotr has has a significant bow armor, but you can just get on the top there. It's not nearly as absurd as as Gangut is.
Yeah. So shall we do some training rooms, or do you want to play one more regular one?
I could do one more regular one, and then we
Okay.
could do training rooms. So, I want to take out the meme.
You want to take out the meme?
Colombo. All of the guns. If
That's
there wasn't
actually true, yeah.
if there wasn't enough warship or resources for warship turrets, did they just stick 4 tanks on top of a battleship to act as main turrets? No, not really. At least not for a battleship. Their guns aren't big enough to be relevant for a battleship. However, the Soviets did stick some tank turrets on top of riverboats and use those during World War II, as well as there was a convoy ship during PQ-17 that had a bunch of Sherman tanks on deck. And so so in order to protect the ship, they had a lot of the sailors man the Shermans and get ready for combat.
Couldn't you technically just take like an empty like battle cruiser battleship with no turrets, have like a flat surface, and then put artillery like self-propelled guns on it?
Yes.
That's basically like a cruiser turret, like
so
some of the bigger ones.
So the German Navy actually tested that with the Panzerhaubitze 2000.
But that's more new.
Yeah, that's more new. But
yeah.
and
More
then
recent.
there's been a few cases recently where people have put surface-to-air missile tanks basically on the helicopter pad.
Okay.
But
Doesn't count.
but in World War II, you could do it. You wouldn't want to do it.
I mean, if you were really desperate and you needed more firepower, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
We have one destroyer. Where's our destroyer? There's our destroyer. A Shimmer.
The Conqueror
We got
decides
a
to
Shimmer
reverse
against
right
the
in a way.
Kleber. Training room Yamatos versus Gangot. Shall we do it?
Yeah, we should. Can you do community manager face off on the stream, taking out Yamato with a Ganget for a 1v1?
Okay, we can do it.
Yeah, we can do it, yeah.
We can do that quickly, and then after that do like a maybe like a tier 8 secondaries. Sure. I like my tier 2 destroyers. Shall we do tier 2 destroyers afterwards?
Yeah, we can
So
do
people
that.
can get ready. Okay, so guys, already get your tier 2 destroyers ready. No Pan Asians, because you should only use your torpedoes, no main guns.
Nope.
I'm a bit concerned over how far I'm already in.
Yeah, there's only one destroyer on the enemy team, so and there's a Colbert.
Yeah. I'm just like, I have to be a bit more careful
Yeah.
in these battles.
What's the torp velocity of Maya with a full torpedo build? I'm not sure. My Maya has 76 knot torpedoes, so I don't think you're going to reach 100 knots. But they'll go pretty fast. Ooh! Spicy Citadel.
You got a citadel?
Yep. We do enjoy ourselves a nice Citadel.
Oh, there's a Begonia. That's unplanned. And she
Okay.
fully bounced. Okay.
It's basically you, but bigger.
Fair.
So I'm trying an experiment with my Columbo build today. I've swapped out my Arpeggio Harana for Hjelletyr. Oh,
What? Oh, okay. Wait.
which gives me 10% more
Was it a
secondary
one-shot?
damage. That was not a one shot, but that was might as well be one.
Can you hit the Alaska by any chance? That would be amazing. Like I
I
don't
will
deal any
try.
damage to her for some
Also-
reason.
Devastating strike. It does work whenever it works.
What?
Whenever you actually get a dev strike, it works.
I haven't seen that being bugged in a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'd have fixed that. I'm not sure.
Forgot to switch my fighter plane for an EST again. Oh, I said it all in Napoli. This ship might be a bit busted. Just a little bit. That's concerning.
I think you're just really lucky right now.
That's also entirely possible. I mean, the Yamato just gave me his life on a platter, so...
No, like when I was playing her, the first battle was like also, oh, she feels really accurate, and people were like, yeah, it's just because it's 16 shells raining down on the enemy.
Yeah.
Like she can be pretty inaccurate, and that can be a bit annoying. So I think that's the balancing factor.
Yup.
But yeah, if you do hit, it hurts.
Yup. What happens to the modules we put on the test ships? I believe they should just go into your inventory.
Yeah, they should just be back. It's usually how it works with rental ships.
Which means that you could put them onto a different ship afterwards.
That Alaska is so annoying there. Can
Yeah.
she just
I'm
like
gonna try to get this repub.
sink? Oh, I just lost my secondaries. Oh no.
Oh no! Anyway,
Yeah.
bad news. The Datsun Sendero has been delayed.
What is shooting me? No idea what is shooting me.
I mean, that's a rain of shells, so it's probably a Minotaur.
It's also setting me on fire, so there's somebody shooting with HE as well.
Oh, that's a Sleefen.
Maybe it's a secondary. So.
Yeah, it's a Sleefen secondaries. I can
Okay.
see him.
That should be one Republic less.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, have a beautiful time. I'm gonna push up into this burger if I can.
Oh, there's the Begonia is still there. She was just not doing anything the whole battle. Okay. That is unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm down.
F's in chat.
I thought she ran away because there was like not a single shot on anyone. She wasn't spotted the whole time.
Hello, Alaska.
But that Alaska was really nasty. Just did not want to sink and kept spotting me. What's the top velocity of my full torp build? Over 100 knots?
It's not over 100 knots.
It's not. But like 80 something?
Probably. Need to kill the Alaska and then deal with Begonia. Yes, Alaska, that radar will help you a lot right now.
We haven't got to battle carrier yet, guys, before submarine. Do you mean like
I think
you
mean
mean hybrids? I mean one has nothing to do with the other. Like for example, we also have different carriers. We don't have the attack aircraft. Like while we do take some inspiration from our sister game, that doesn't mean we implement the same stuff in the same way. We even have like ships that are having different armaments, different traits, even though it's the same ship. For example, the whole Italian battleship line.
Yep.
They have SAP secondaries, while on PC they have SAP guns. You guys have any plans on buffing aircraft carriers? Not really, no.
Yeah. And different aircraft carriers need different things.
Some could use maybe a little buff, some could use a little nerf, but nothing too soon.
Yep.
Take the CV away, OP as hell. As far as I know, most CVs on most tiers are actually one of the worst performing ships. So if we nerf them even more, they will have negative influence.
Yep. Napoli got me. Payback for citadeling him earlier.
Randy said they named the Starfield character Prince Blip, but can't decide what starting traits to give him. I mean, isn't there a starting trait called Historian?
There's Professor.
I think there's also another one, no?
There's definitely...
Or like a background, I mean.
Yeah. There's Professor...
I don't know. But something like that.
Yeah. That'd probably be the closest one.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Subs that want depth charges on the Friesland. I mean, if we were to implement subs, yes, there would also need to be some countermeasures. But guys, don't panic over subs. There are no plans right now.
Yeah. That makes me a little proud. Somebody's made their Starfield character after me.
The question is, does your character look the same?
That would be cool. If you can actually make the character look like me, send me a screenshot.
Props to the Legends team for taking the PC game and improving it rather than just copy-pasting. Would have been an easier route, but the extra care and recognizing the room for improvement is classy. I mean, it's also like we wanted to make it faster paced, smaller teams, but smaller maps, and generally a console game. If we would have wanted to just port it, we could have just made a like half-assed console port and called it a day. But it's the whole point, right? Have a similar game, but not the same game. Give him the pickpocket trait. Weimar 4th slot, please. I will send cookies 2-day delivery if he has no plans. But thanks for the cookies. We take them anyway. No, please don't send food to our office. Like on a more serious note.
Do catapult fighters help with
Weimar
spotting?
just doesn't need the 4th slot.
Yeah.
She's doing really, really, really nicely right now. Like really, she's just fine. The 4th slot would actually make her too strong.
Yeah. Do catapult fighters help with spotting? Yes, they do. They basically, and they will also spot torpedoes for you. So that's like probably their most useful thing is. Oh my god!
You saw Mobius comment.
Yeah, both visibly cringe.
Oh, Mobius, that was one of all dad jokes.
Certainly one of the dad jokes of all time.
For anybody who missed it, you're saying I'm making a dating site based on Prince Blip. I'm calling it Shipping Lanes. His name is Lane, that's why. Oh, come on.
What is He's in Sigma? He's in Sigma is 1.8.
At least right now.
Yeah, right now. So all stats on testing ships are subject to change.
I'm sticking close to you just in case you had will to rebuild. I guess
Oh, me.
means
I
you.
think so, yeah. Sorry, Conqueror. What, was that the Conqueror?
Can you
Yeah,
give us
he
the
was.
ability to
I'm
customize
sorry.
individual commanders to individual ships? No, I think he thought you might have it and need it. Not him needing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I led him to his death.
Oh,
So
okay. But yeah, for the like per ship loadouts for commanders, the main issue is that the game was not made for that. So we would need quite some like reworking.
it'd be a big
It
UI
is
rework.
something we would like to do as well. I just don't know when we can actually get to that. It's not an insignificant amount of work.
Yeah.
Do you guys look into suggestions from players for ships? When we see certain ships being requested more, that could influence it. But honestly, given our roadmap is planned like for a year, sometimes more, they don't really like affect what we will release in like 2 updates from now, or even 4 or 5 updates from now.
Yeah.
But if we see like, for example, I don't know, certain ships a lot more than others, and we are sitting down, or like the developers are sitting down and checking our feedback. They do read it actually actively. Sometimes they also read the comments directly, sometimes only our summaries. And we see a lot of ship XYZ being requested, and we have the choice between adding that or like 10 other ships. We prioritize that.
Yeah. Yeah, like for example, when it comes to like future ship plans, sometimes those things like future ship plans, like the work on that can start years in advance. So yeah, classic example that I know for sure off the top of my head is PC's Dutch cruisers. The research was done on the Dutch cruisers 4.5 years before they were released.
I think the British ships were also took quite some time. In some cases, the developers just don't have enough resources or don't like get the license, because sometimes part of the ships, like not the US ships, that's pretty easy usually, and German ships as well, but some other nations, it's really difficult to actually get like the full blueprint, because part of it might still be like classified, or it's in like a weird limbo, or like a part of the blueprints is actually owned by a private collector. So there's lots of research and stuff like that going on.
Buff Shimakaze, she needs 90 knot torps. No.
How about we just remove her torps, but make her 90 knots? Then you have, in theory, one 90 knot torp.
That is true.
It's even a homing torp. If you home. Why stop at 90? No.
No.
All right. I think that is
Training
one.
room?
So let's go into training rooms. And pick a tier 2 destroyer, guys.
Are we doing the gang up phase off first?
Let's do it afterwards.
Okay.
I think that's better. So we can actually get a battle in, see how much time we have left. Maybe we can do 2 battles. Let me think about it before I pick Smith, which is one of the most fun ships. I nearly went into battle with select training rooms, which is, in my opinion, one of the most fun ships we have in the lower tiers. So I will open the training room. Let's say, what do we go for? Oh, yeah, okay. Do I go for 2 brothers?
Torpedo only, so make your builds.
Can't decide. Wait, what did we play the last time?
I'm gonna go for Wix. I think that might be a smart choice.
What?
the wicks.
Ah, okay. I thought you meant the map.
But Mr. Jones, we are not playing the rentals in this stream because they're just a test. We're not meaning for them to be promoted or anything like that.
Let's go for the classic. Let's go for big race. Epicenter, so people actually stick to the middle. And it is open.
Why is Missouri being citadeled through the turrets?
You can
if you
search for you can search for my name in the training rooms. Just look for it. Zehales WG, Zehales WG, however you want to pronounce it. Can join. Remember, tier 2 destroyers, only torpedoes, no main guns. If I see you shoot any main guns, you will get on our naughty list.
Yep. Why is Missouri getting citadeled through the turrets? If you see this happening, please record examples of that and send it to us. However, most likely it's just probably some kind of weird ricochet situation where the shell is just getting bounced into the citadel. But also, I think the deck armor on the Iowa class in the game is not exceptionally strong, so that could also happen. Like, it's not impossible.
Warships are available 7 days from today. If you get them today, they're available for 7 days. If you get them tomorrow, they're still available for 7 days. But we might remove them at any time. Depends on how many players there are that are playing the ships. If there are too many, actually, we might remove them early. They might stay 2 weeks. We don't know yet.
How are ships vanishing in the clear ocean immediately after firing with direct line of sight? So that's going to be happening whenever they are at the edge of their firing range. And so if their firing range leaves the maximum, or they're like if they leave.
Okay, 2 more.
My brain. Basically, if you have direct line of sight with a ship and they're at the edge of their firing range, and then they just extend that range a little bit more, then they'll just disappear.
My golly gosh, that's a very interesting destroyer selected there.
I mean, it is a destroyer.
It destroys things, yes.
I mean, you know how it now is.
Do we have any wrong ships? That looks good. All right. Keep in mind, tier 2, well, they're obvious, but only your torpedoes. Do not... everything else is fine, fair game, consumables and whatnot, but do not use your main guns.
Yep.
Because that's kind of boring.
So, well, it's the enemy's firing range. It's not your firing range.
Where's the San Diego? San Diego was already available. Or what do you mean? Don't understand the question.
Just find the carrier tactic of grinding the edges of the map. So if you hit the edge of the map with your airplanes, they'll turn around a little bit faster. You can do that. But I'm not entirely sure what you're meaning.
If you just mean like grinding the map border with your carrier, like the actual ship, it's just that some carrier players are very afraid of getting hit, so they rather go to the far edge of the map to be as far away as possible from enemy ships.
Yeah, but this decreases their DPM.
I saw that, PT.
So in my example, a battleship. So it depends on what ship they have and what their build is, because their firing range is what determines how they get detected. It's not your range; it's their range. So
where are you going?
I'm going sneaky breaky style.
Didn't you go for Wickers?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm the Wickers.
Sneaky breaky would be a Soviet destroyer, no?
You're right. Derpsky. Derpsky is a very strong choice for this.
Derp.
Derp, derp, derpity, derp, derp, derp.
Oh no. Oh no. Mistakes were made. I mean, whether you use autopilot or just hit reverse or like steer your character, yeah, your carrier. In the end, it's the same effect. If you know what you're doing, you can definitely like even go for caps with your carrier. That's a thing that has worked more than once, but I've also seen it not work more than once. So
yeah. So I was in a cruiser and an enemy battleship at 12 kilometer vanished. So if that battleship has a less than 12 kilometer firing range, which is possible on some lower tier battleships, with like a brawler build. That definitely can happen. It doesn't really matter what ship you are in because detection is based off of the ship that is being detected, not the ship doing the detecting. So
Torpedoes to the right.
Bye. Have a great time.
goodbye, have a beautiful time.
Torpedoes right behind us.
And goodbye, Wakatake.
Torpedoes on the right.
Mm,
Okay, I like that I see a lot of blue torpedoes on my screen.
Torpedoes in our way. Torpedoes in our way. Torpedoes ahead of us. Torpedoes to the left.
Okay, I don't like that I don't see a lot of blue torpedoes anymore.
I just took a random torpedo.
Ah, that Medea is so close. The only weakness of Smith, the torpedoes don't really deal much damage.
Torpedoes
Yup.
to the
So
left.
like even against enemy destroyers, you need like 2 usually.
I'll take a 2 for 1.
To the left.
Who is there like hiding in the sidelines? Kind of sneaky.
Yeah, Melody. Your strange glitch is called. Colloquially it's called ghost shells. This basically happens whenever there is desync between the server, or basically what the server thinks and what the client thinks, and they don't exactly agree sometimes. So the client will display the shell going through, but the server knows that it hit the island, and so it's not really something that is fixable with the game's engine. So
It's basically like it could be because of packet loss or
Yeah.
like a small connection issue, and the everything in the game is actually calculated on the server side. Your client just gets like commands like, "Hey, this shell no longer exists, by the way, because it hit this island." You won't be able to cheat that way. It just looks a little weird.
Torpedoes
Yep.
in our way.
So it's only a visual thing, because what happened in reality is that your shell hit the island, but it looks like it didn't.
Torpedoes in our way. Torpedoes on the left. Torpedoes on the left.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, if you ever run into any kind of bugs, be sure to use your console's record what just happened feature, and send that in to us. Best way to do that is through the Bug Reports channel, Bug Reports PlayStation, Bug Reports Xbox, on our Discord.
What about sometimes having to double click to get the weapon to fire? I assume you mean double hit the trigger. If clicking, then it's probably for PC team to check. If you're talking about hitting the trigger twice, either your controller is having issues or it can also just be a connection issue.
It can also be that you're at the edge of your traverse speed. So if you're turning,
yeah.
and you're turning just a little bit faster than your turrets, or you're fluctuating between your turrets can keep up and they can't keep up, then sometimes the game won't let you fire because it thinks that your turrets aren't fast enough. Not because it thinks your turrets aren't fast enough, but because your turrets aren't fast enough.
Is that also why HP is presented / calculated before visual shell landings? Usually it's not.
It does happen, yeah.
Like
But yeah,
it's possible because of that. Yeah, it should happen at the same time. I think your team won that.
is the turret randomly doing 360s fixed? I don't think that bug has been fixed, but it's just a really rare thing that happens with basically certain connection issues. Sid Tasker, we can't answer that question.
We are mighty, but defeated.
Well done. Well done, team Team Blip.
Team Blip.
Blip. Okay, it's 1840. We could do another one.
No, we can do another one.
I'll just remove everybody, and whoever readies up first will be picked as long as they are in a tier 2 destroyer.
Would the voucher that comes with Hampshire test ship be able to be applied to Maya? No, it cannot be applied to Maya, but it can be applied to basically any ship before this update came out, any cruiser.
Titanos, that is also not a destroyer.
Yeah, Mackinson definitely not a destroyer.
And one last one. Who will it be?
Terminator Miku. Ryu.
Like Hatsune Miku in my brain right away.
Yep.
Jester unreadied. Jester, if you don't ready up, you will be kicked. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Somebody else has a chance.
He's in has better accuracy, same or worse than Iwami. Technically, shell per shell, he's in has less accuracy than Iwami.
Sons of Helgen is no longer ready.
But in terms of an overall salvo, he's in probably has about the same. But all this is subject to change because he's in is
perfect.
a test ship, so changes can be made to her.
Charleston is, yeah.
What's the rules? Tier 2 destroyers, torpedoes only.
Torpedoes are like the cylindrical things you can fire, not the gun thingies.
Explosive danger fish.
Exactly. The eel. Would the voucher that comes with Hampshire test should be able to apply to Maya? No. The coupons that come with the test ships that basically just give you your doubloons back are eligible for all ships that were released, that are in the store, that were released before the current update. Future coupons, of course, they can also apply to Maya in some cases. But when we release ships like completely new the first time ever, we usually don't allow coupons to count for them. So you like buy at full price or you wait a little.
Is this stream on Twitch? Yes.
Yeah, we're always dual streaming to YouTube and Twitch.
Does-
But there are a lot more of you on YouTube.
Yep. Does Anchorage have super heavy AP? Yes. Anchorage has the same AP that Tech Tree Baltimore has, which is like super heavy HP or super heavy AP, but it's a little bit faster than say Des Moines or Salem. So it has a little bit more penetration than your Des Moines, Salem, or Buffalo has.
You need credits for the rental ship mods as for fun because they're still yours and you can keep them afterwards. And we don't really have another feature for that, to be quite frank.
Yep.
It's the first time ever we do this, as far as I recall. I think there were like some rental ships before, but it's a very new thing. We're testing a lot of new things with that. Can't even call it a sale, but that offer.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Samson.
Torpedoes in our way.
Yeah, Chomper, we can't discuss collabs at all. So not even on that sort of very high level. What are the angles, penetration, and fuse time of Hampshire armor piercing? So Hampshire basically mimics the UK light cruiser AP in most ways. So the fuse threshold is 12 millimeters. The angles are 60 for minimum, maximum 75. The fuse time is Russian cruiser or Russian heavy cruiser. So that's 0.022 seconds. Soviet heavy cruiser.
No way. What?
Deja vu.
No, I got sunk. I didn't watch. Okay. Got one as well. iPhone. I feel like your team is better. I don't know. I think I mixed up, mix around people quite a bit, but he got the better pick.
Yeah. Is the
Didn't really check ship balance either. I have a lot of smiths, okay. A lot of short range. Note to myself for the next time, distribute ships more equally.
is the rental system going to be used to balance the ships? Is that the idea? That's part of the idea, so we can get more basic.
That is the idea,
Yeah.
not part of the idea.
Yeah. So it's essentially it allows us to get more natural data on the performance of the ships before they go fully live. Because Super Test, it does not represent a natural game environment in the slightest, and also doesn't provide the numbers of battles needed to get an accurate picture.
What's the worst performing legendary tier battleship? GK for sure, as Huggins is saying. I'm pretty sure it's not.
So
GK.
depends on what depends on what statistic you are looking at.
Because she can tank a lot of damage,
Yes.
and therefore has actually quite some influence on the battle outcome.
Yeah.
In terms of damage, though, she is not.
Damage
greatest.
output, she is the lowest, but in terms of battle outcome, she's actually quite almost one of the highest. Probably the overall worst is probably Montana, would be my guess. But Montana is absolutely a good ship. Don't take that to mean that she's a bad ship.
Allowing ships to be tested for free would allow of troll accounts to skew the data. If there are thousands of people testing a ship and you single-handedly manage, or even with like 100 people manage to skew the data, like the amount of battles you would need to play to have any influence on that, and we can still see like how you usually play. So if there are like irregularities, we can see that and say like, oh, wait a minute, there's something wrong. So no, not really.
Yeah. And then Burgonia, Burgonia's guns are a bit inconsistent because they're French guns, but Burgonia is actually doing very well, so it's not her.
Those are a lot of torpedoes. Oh. That's looking good.
That's a hit.
That's looking good.
Yoink! You just got juked, Hive.
Wait, you just hived Hive?
Mm-hmm. And that's a bonk.
Just like a peaceful handshake. Okay, that's swapped to you. I didn't realize you were still in battle, to be honest.
No, I'm still going.
Ah, that's you that I was looking at. Okay. Accelerate? Ah, sad.
Your
Decelerate
soul is
now,
mine.
decelerate. They can still turn this around.
I don't know if I can outrun these torps or not. I think I can.
You can just turn and they wouldn't do anything.
No need to turn.
But you could.
And bonk.
Okay. Equal, 3-3.
Don't let the flame die out. Let's go. Miku, I need you to stay alive. Oh no. No. No.
No.
I need myself to stay alive as well.
Lip, you should
yes.
always try to collect these red power-ups. They turn you into submarines.
I'm a fan of the blue pills. Sorry.
No, but those you also shouldn't collect. Is that you? No, that's Miku. Ah, there's you. Oh, that doesn't look good for Miku. That doesn't look good. Come on.
Can I get the derp ski?
No, Miku got away. Okay. No, leave Dursky alone. He's just a jester. That's the nickname. Is there a possibility of AA priority sector to be added in Legends? No plans for that, no.
Yeah.
Possible, yeah.
Damn.
Nice one, Jester, nice one. But it's still not over. Like, we got 2 people with, like, basically both needing only 1 hit. And they are done for.
Yep,
You have 1 full one and one hit. Never mind.
Do-do-do. Napoli main battery SAP maybe? Nope, no plans for that.
Ocean would be neat for this if the game technicalities wouldn't be an issue. There's no technical issue with Ocean, it's just not fun when it comes to the gameplay, because
Yeah.
the ships are made for having these, like, to be fair, vastly unrealistic maps with like all the islands and like hiding spots. Otherwise, like anything but high concealment destroyers would not really have a fun time on Ocean. Everybody's just spotted, you can't really escape.
And,
So
yeah.
basically the whole gameplay would be smoking up, oh no, Odysseus done.
Yes.
Yeah, so like it would be all like very concealment heavy, smoking, radar. Oh, revenge, nice.
Do you feel
So-
that AA priority sector is needed? No, not really. Right now, anti-aircraft, except for possibly Tier 5, and of course Tier 3, because there's basically no anti-aircraft at Tier 3. But at Tier 7 and at Legendary Tier, anti-aircraft is plenty strong. So,
Nice.
no. You've let me down, Miku.
That sounds like a decisive match for the two of us, with a Gangoot and a Yamato.
Blip, your favorite history in 19 seconds? Favorite history in 19 seconds.
What do you want to play?
We should do the Genga Yamato.
Yeah, but which one do you want to play?
What are you thinking?
I can
What do
play Gangoot. I've never played her. Actually, I probably don't even have her. Wait.
Here. My favorite history in 19 seconds. Here, I'll take Genga.
You take Gangoot.
Yep.
Okay,
I'll take
I was
Genga.
just saying I take Gangoot. Okay.
Sorry. Because I already have one with a build. So.
Yeah, okay. I don't even think I have Yamato like ready to go. I know, guys, that's a weird statement, but I really don't like Yamato. I find her boring.
Still trying to think of what my favorite history in 19 seconds is.
I don't think I have Yamato on this account.
Oh my god. How?
I just don't like her. I find her so boring, and I have a Musashi.
And you take Genga, I'll take Yamato.
I don't know. I never understood the hype around Yamato. I'm sorry, guys. So it turns out, yeah, I never cared to get her.
For shame.
Why shame? Why play Yamato if you can play Schlief?
Oh, that's not what we want. Let's win into the standard battle. Here, I'll create a room. Yeah, we'll just do. The big race will probably be best. Oh, any 19th century history that I like. Oh, Do we want to do one Gangut or do we want to do multiple Ganguts?
We can do one. I mean, I don't think it would really change much in the outcome. We can do two, three.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? But he can just burn us down with HE, no?
Probably, yeah. That's gonna be the ticket.
What build did you like?
I was doing Kedrov, like doing a brawler build, but you might want range and maybe try to HE. I don't know what you want to do.
Why do I look at other? Give me battleship.
Does Cristoforo Colombo have SAP shells on its main gun?
I think I will go
Nope.
for HE.
Cristoforo Colombo in Legends has AP and HE shells, but SAP on her secondaries, like the other Italian battleships. the tech tree ones.
Definitely. Okay,
We
this
could
is
do
like the
multiple
weirdest
Yamatos.
build ever, by the way.
Oops. Nope. Oh. We could do multiple Yamatos, I guess.
Multiple Yamatos as well? Ah, you just do like a full team. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's fine.
in now, by the way. And that's the the Yamato was in the wrong team.
Team 1. And I'm not sure who's been here longer between these two. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Genguts versus 3, or no, not 4. That would be too much. 7 Genguts versus 3 Yamatos?
Sure. I mean, if we get 2 more Gangots, you can also just put in one of my Yamato, I guess.
Yeah. If we do 1 more Gengut, somebody swaps a Gengut, they can get in.
Hermes is a weird Gangot. Zeton is
That's not
Zeton is a weird Gangot. Wrong side, yeah.
There we go.
Nice. It's gonna be so stupid. All right, let's go.
Start the battle.
Can you guys arrange some sort of CC tournament? From our side, honestly, no. Simply because it's like you need a lot more people to run tournaments properly.
Yep.
I know some of the CCs and also some of the fleets and fleet communities are working on and already have some tournaments or like concepts going at least. And it is something we are looking at, we are monitoring. But for me personally, I first want to see that like it's actually working flawlessly without issues, because I know how much effort organizing like such community activities can be, and before we like do anything officially supported completely fully just from us, I just don't see how we could actually manage to do that. Like we have a couple of people in the team, but we also have other things we have to work on. So
I guess we should probably nerf the Yamatos and say use AP. Just the irony.
I just went for like minus fire chance.
No.
I'm running like Beeple.
that was the smart build. I guess we shouldn't nerf the Yamatos then. Use what you want.
I have like additional fire chance for my own guns and less fire chance for myself.
Yeah. Also, stealth Genguts is a thing you could do because we get spotted way before you guys will.
Yeah, but like, what does it give us? We still have to shoot you and then we get spotted.
There we go.
I don't know why, but like Gangut looks so weird. Oh, yeah, you apparently don't really need to Citadel.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I just got like a 17k hit by a single shell. Guys, I feel like 4 Yamatos is too many.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah. You also have a weak point on your rear, so if you're reverse, trying to do the old reverse side scrape method with the Gengut, that's not going to be the best option for you.
Why would you try that? It's also kind of evil, like you split up, so you will always be able to take one of our flanks.
Yep.
Like Bow Honor would be a bit easier for us. Yeah.
Crunchy salvo.
I guess there was false advertising by Blip.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, on paper, it should be fine.
Yeah, but you can hit the broadsides, so then it doesn't matter. I think if we're like bow on, it's probably kind of deadly.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm also done.
crossfired.
Then again, if I'm looking at you and the Yamato next to you, you already lost like quite some HP.
Yeah.
Also, not sure if my team went for it, but I feel like will to rebuild could be huge.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I don't think you get will to rebuild on such a low tier.
Ah, true. Yeah, no, true.
Didn't think about that.
No, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, same.
But you do.
Yeah, but I went with fire with fire.
Actually, is it active in training rooms? I'm not sure.
It is, yeah.
No, I mean for lower tier ships. I never actually checked.
This is the battle Yamato was designed for, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Probably doesn't trigger. It does trigger for you, though. It's very historically accurate, by the way.
So many ricochets. What is this?
No, like bow in, it's definitely working, but
Yeah, but yeah.
you were evil. It's like far left, far right.
No, he's AFK'd out.
One is AFK, what?
Yeah, scar tissue, yeah.
Oh. Nah, like that angle, like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I think you can actually just hit like the funnels or something, you deal insane amount of damage.
Yeah, if you hit the turrets.
Against 3 Yamatos though, probably realistic chance for the Gangoats.
Yeah. Yeah, 4 was too much.
Yeah. Well, now we know that. Answering the big
113K.
questions. All right, cool. I would say that is it actually for today. It's 7 p.m. for us in lovely Prague. Yeah, I hope you have a good start into the week. I hope you had fun. We can retry that experiment like in one of the future streams.
Definitely.
Or try the actually 1v1, just bow on and see what works best. But I kind of have a feeling that Gangot is still gonna suffer.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because you got so many turrets and then also the superstructure AP to go chunk through.
Yeah.
So.
Nah, but I saw even hitting the broadside still dealt some damage because you can't really control only hitting the actual belt.
Right. Whoa.
That is how you throw away a controller.
Yep. So, do I have a favorite history? 19th century. So 1800s. I'm a particular fan of HMS Captain. That story is quite the drama show in a lot of ways. Also, Battle of Trafalgar from 1805 or 1804, 05.
Oh no, he's stuck in a history loop.
My dates, but there's a ton of history, and also just the general development of ironclads over time, because there's some weird and really weird and wacky shit in ironclad development.
All right, is it already set in stone what we're gonna do next Monday?
I think so.
Most likely. So for those of you who also like to nerd out over history, we will most likely, probably, perhaps, by chance, if nothing goes wrong, definitely have a history stream next Monday with yours truly about
Italian battleships. So we're going to go through basically all the Italian dreadnought battleships, because the pre-dreadnoughts are wild and I don't have the time or the resources, honestly, to do that one. And so we'll be covering everything from Dante Alighieri up to Marco Polo, and then answering plenty of questions and all that jazz. So look forward to that.
For me, favorite 19th century. From what time period is Schlieffen?
1917.
Okay, so that. No, I'm really I learn
is 1800s. 19th century is 1800s.
Oh, Yeah. I fought 1900s. Yeah. It is late. No, honestly, before that I have like zero historical knowledge, like absolutely none. I'm really not into history when it comes to that, but I did learn a lot about like the history, especially like of course naval history, from working here. I used to also do some social media posts, so I had to do quite some research. I was like, oh, that's a thing, cool. But otherwise, I have a blip for that.
Yep.
There's a reason Zehalis isn't a historian specialist. Yeah, I'm more into the programming part when it comes to the game than the history and of course the community. Yeah, that was good. Good derp.
Yeah. So look forward to Italian
right.
battleships next week. So and get ready for possibly a long haul stream, because it's been a little while since I've done Ships of the Line, so I might ramble. So, but
Okay, so what you're saying is we need a 3-hour time slot.
Possibly.
Oh, we can make it that.
Yeah. So.
All right. Yeah, I know Schlieffen is a paper ship, but like, yeah, again, like I don't really, I can't for the life of it remember like all these details. Like there's only so much space in my brain. I'm just mainly occupied with random data that I don't actually need.
It's like, somebody tells me their name, gets shoved into my brain, bounces. Can't remember a name for the life of me.
Yeah, but like random, like once in a lifetime seen blueprint from like a design concept for a ship from like a specific month. He would probably know the exact date the guy put down like the feather or the pen or whatever it was used to make it. It's the same for me for like anything tech.
Yeah, there was one cruiser design I was looking at recently that was from December 7th, 1941. So they were literally drawing it during the Pearl Harbor attack.
Yeah.
But
all right. So enjoy and have a good week.
Mm-hmm. So have a good one.
Bye-bye.